Hi everybody, my name is Point of View Tarot or Poi Tarot, and today is a pick a pile reading for what is coming in for January of 2026. Woo, that was a lot to say. We're going to be looking at what lessons are going to be taught, what you need to know from spirit, and just other tea that might be happening in your life. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I've already shuffled your oracle cards. What I want you to do is I want you to meditate and think about which pile is being most drawn to you. If you are drawn to more than one pile, feel free to go to both piles, all piles, one pile, or none pile. Remember, this is all for discernment and as well as your intuition. Take what resonates and leave what does not. I will see you at your pile. Hi there, pile 1. If you chose the first pile, this reading is for you. I'm first going to go through the oracle cards, and if this is resonating with you from here, then this is a clear sign that this reading is for you. If you don't resonate with what I say in the beginning, then that's okay. Maybe you're drawn to another one. Maybe you should go to the other one. Maybe some messages from the other piles will make sense for here and there. So we have the heart chakra. We have fox, cleverness, and deception. Ooh. And then we have bitch free, stand up for yourself, number 16. Perfect. Alrighty, so the first thing I want to say is don't be scared. That's what I want to say. The first thing is don't be scared. I know that I told you I was going to tell you the tea that's going to go on in your life, but this is a general reading, so please do not take everything if it does not resonate with you. So first I want to talk about the heart chakra. And the heart chakra talks about gratitude and compassion, and it talks about something that is very deep in your heart. When I pull these chakra cards, this means that you could either be working on your heart chakra, you could be in the middle of trying to mend it back together, or spirit is trying to tell you to please work on your heart chakra, especially with the deception card come out and the stand up for yourself, the bitch free card coming out. So I will say first and foremost that I feel as if you were going through something, I want to say traumatic, and this is why your heart is either broken or your heart is in the process of healing. And spirit wants me to tell you that everything is going to be okay, that they got your back. That's what I want you to know very first, is that spirit's got you, and no matter what happens, trust in the people that you confide in. Trust in them because they will help you in this situation. So the deck that I'm using for this is the Gentle Heart Tarot by Vanessa S. This is a very beautiful deck. What is coming in January of 2026 for pile 1? Spirit, what is coming in for King of Swords? Okay, Spirit, what do you want to tell? What would you like to talk? How would you like me to speak for you, Spirit? What do they need to know? The 8 of Crystals. Perfect. Anything else you want to tell to pile 1? Anything else you want to tell to pile 1? 7 of Pentacles in reversed. Beautiful. Perfect. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun in reverse. Beautiful. So first I want to talk about the back of the deck energy, what is going on. So I think right now in your life, you're having a lot of negative thoughts, negative things. Like, I feel like the reason why you need to work on your heart chakra is because you are going through so much in your head right now. And this can also lead to fatigue. I feel very unmotivated. It's not that I don't want to do your reading, it's just I'm picking up on your vibes right now. As cringy as that sounds, that's how I'm feeling right now. Is I just feel very sick, right? And it doesn't necessarily mean that, it's gonna be a bad thing, but I just want you to know that spirit wants you to know that before you get into this negative energy, negative thoughts, I need you to know that it's time to stand up for yourself, and it's time to realize like what is actually happening and what is being deceived in your eyes. So it is one thing that I will point out is that we have this deception card and then the sun card, and what's the opposite of the sun is the moon, and the moon talks about deception. And even though the card is not pulled out, that's just the energy that I'm feeling. Like there's something not being shown to you at the moment, and it may not be for a good reason too. So please, please make sure that you are actively paying attention, is what I want to say. So first, I want to talk about what lessons you'll be learning in 2026 for January. Is that there's going to be someone in your life that you will need to confide in. As I was saying earlier, like it's time to confide into somebody that you believe in, because the King of Pentacles is someone who fights for what they believe and what is morally right for them. He is also the type of person that will help you in a way that will make sense to you, because the way that this person communicates to you and the way that it might not be a person, it might be a show or a song. I feel like music is very important in your life. I just feel like music is what drives you a lot of the times. So I feel as if like the King of Swords is going to be the thing or the person that is going to motivate you to be yourself and to kind of stand up for yourself, as that says over there for the bitch free. And I feel like you are the type of person to kind of not try to step on people's toes, and that has had given the this has been given that people opportunity to step all over you and to kind of not really show how you feel, because if you showed how you feel, then you would be seen as the villain of your story. Of their story. But right now I feel like you feel like you're the villain of your story, which I don't think that's correct, because with the Eight of Crystals, Spirit wants you to know things are going to be moving at a rapid speed, right? The Eight of Crystals, you see how like everything is like pointing this way and it's above like the normal atmosphere, because we have the bird here, right? And so like things are moving very quickly. Birds fly fast, but this motivation, this motivation that you're having right now is going to be really fast. So it's time to start meditating. It's time to start like journaling. It's time to start like thinking about your own morals, thinking about what you want to do, and just remember that the things that you put in the ground right now, the seeds that you put in the ground right now is going to pay off, but it needs to have your intention that is good, and it has to be done right. And the way that it's done right is based off of what you believe in. So the things that you believe in and the things that you are wanting to manifest into your reality is going to be moving fast as soon as you step on it. But you need to make sure that you are working towards this goal. You are working on fixing your heart, or you're working on seeing through the lies of something, or you're working really hard to get your backbone together, and your spine, like grow your spine. Like I'm seeing like multiple things, like flashbacks all coming in all at once, and I see like you realizing, and you see pattern recognition as to, okay, this has happened one too many times and it needs to change. Things need to change. And Spirit wants me to tell you, like, the moment that you start believing in yourself is the moment that things are going to be just amazing. Things are going to line up perfectly. Things are going to be so good and so amazing that it's just going to be flying by. Everything this chapter of your life is going to be flying by. Like, I feel like January is going to seem like it's going to be really fast. But please, if you need to slow things down a little bit and just remind yourself, like, you are here for a reason. You are put onto this earth for a reason. And if you don't know what that reason is, or if you are being sidetracked by something else, or if you're distracted by something else, the Spirit wants you to know that you need to take those blinders off, because distraction is going to be a very heavy topic here. Like, you're going to be like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. But Spirit wants me to tell you to take the butt out of the situation. Like, just get that out of your mind. Once you make this decision, do not go back on your word. With the Seven of Cups, it talks about, like, you're going to know when this decision is right. But the moment that you start questioning it is when you start to be distracted. Like I said, it starts to be distracted. If you feel like something is so good to be true, don't think that, because it is going to make you think like, okay, am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? Is this the right decision? When you start doing that, that is when Spirit is like, okay, they're not ready for this. They're distracted by something else. And you're not living to your full potential, and you're not living your best life, and you're not doing what you want to do, and the things that you want to do aren't coming to you as fast as Spirit is telling you that it is, because you are distracted. Like, you're saying, ooh, shiny, ooh, shiny. You're looking at a potential thing. Like, for example, this might not resonate with most, but if you are trying to become famous, or if you're trying to be for example, like, you're trying to be an actor, but you're like, okay, but what if I am not the best actor? Or what if this, what if that, what if this? I hear the word what if a lot in your vocabulary, and Spirit just wants me to let you know, like, that is not the word. Those words need to be out of your brain right now. I do want to get a clarifier on the deception part of the card, because I feel like you might think negatively about the situation because of the deception, but I think the deception is your mind. Like, I think, yeah, the Four of Cups in reversed. What did I just say? Four of Cups, the moment that you start to deceive your mind, I'm gonna put this right here. Thank you. The moment that you start deceiving your mind and questioning your decisions and being distracted and losing the focal point of your goals is when things start to go downhill. And just as fast as things can go up is as fast as things can go down. So Spirit wants me to let you know to just stay motivated, stay focused, stay ready, and stay alert of the opportunities that are going to be coming into your life in January. And I feel like things are going to be coming really, really fast. And I don't want to say a timeline, but I want to say like first, second week of January. And I just hear music is a very crucial point in your life. This might not resonate with most, but with this specific collective that I'm channeling, like, I feel like if you want to become a musician, if it's whether writing music or performing music or producing music, this will come to you, but you have to make sure that you are grounded in yourself and that you know who you are and you know exactly the decisions that you want to make. Because if you don't know who you are, then this negative thinking that you have right now in your heart, like the way that you're thinking about the situation, it's going to unravel itself as fast as it came up. Okay? I do want to leave you with another oracle from the cards that you chose today, because I feel like you need to hear something else. Like, what is the last thing you want to talk to pile 1 about, Spirit? We have Mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. So another thing that could be like an obstacle is how you view yourself to others, or how you think people are going to view you. But I want to assure you that no matter who you are, no matter what you do, there's always going to be someone criticizing something. Someone's always going to be unhappy with something. So make sure that you know who you are and that you know what you'd like. And because you take control of your own narrative. You are the person to tell, hey, this is who I am. This is how I run. If you don't like it, that's okay. I'm not for everybody. And If you are unhappy with something looks or with how you are doing something, maybe that's something that you need to be working on. But I think these negative thoughts that you're having about it could be meant like body image issues that won't resonate with all, but it might resonate with some. Um, and maybe you're like, oh, in order for me to be successful, I need to lose a lot of weight. Or in order for me to be successful, I need to gain a lot of weight. If I want to have this specific part, I need to dye my hair. I need to do this. I need to get my nails done. I need to change who I am. I need to, all of these thoughts, this rapid thinking of this rapid, like, okay, what if, what if, what if? But if you don't set yourself apart from others, you're just going to be in a SpongeBob, like the Squidward houses where they were all the same, everything was the same, and you don't want that. You want to be like Gru. You want to be that black house and versus all those boring plain white houses. There's nothing wrong with having a plain white house, but Spirit wants me to tell you that it's okay to be different. It's okay to be you. Just stay true to who you are. If you don't know who you are, then things won't work out right. Okay? And I just want to say that you are loved. People are going to be drawn to you because they see themselves in you, or they love you because of what you do. So like I said, there's always going to be people nitpicking. There's always going to be people talking about what if, this, that, and the third. But I want you to recognize that as long as you know who you are and you stick up for yourself and you think about and you don't get distracted about what other people say, and you don't believe everything you hear on the internet. Like, everybody's gonna have an opinion about everything, okay? And you are a wonderful person. If you're here, you're a wonderful person. And that's where I'm gonna leave you today. Thank you so much for coming in. If this did not resonate with you, then that's fine. If it did resonate with you, I'm gonna give you a big old hug through the screen, because this is something that I've been channeling majority of the day, and one of the main reasons why I wanted to do a reading was because I felt like something in my soul just like, hey, you should take out your cards, hey, you need to do this, hey, someone needs to hear something. So yeah, thank you so much for coming in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi there, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the second pile, I hope that this message comes to you clearly and thoroughly and the way that it needs to go and flows through you. If you don't resonate with this reading, that's okay. Maybe the other piles called out to you more. And if none of these readings are for you, then that's fine. I hope I see you in the next one. So we're going to go through your oracle cards. So the first one is your chakra card. So we have your root chakra, strength and grounded. And then we have the gratitude card, thank and receive. That's so cute. I love this card. Hold on. Look at how cute this card is. And the last one we have is nostalgia, focus on the here and now, number 33. Perfect. So I first want to say, right off the bat, I feel like you have a very calm energy about yourself, okay? I feel like you're the type of person to have a very warm heart. You're the type of person to really care about what other people have to say, and you're a very good listener. I feel like you're the type of person who allow people to come through, and I feel like animals love you. Like, I get like a jealousy I get like a jealous energy of others when they see you, or like whenever you get a new pet, like the new pet just loves you, or like I see like an orange cat, Tabby, who's scared of everybody, but for some reason they chose to come up to you first, or like a puppy who is very anxious and they see you out of a crowd of people and they know who you are even though you've never met the puppy. It's that kind of energy that I have right now. I also hear an ending to something, more like something that you've not really like a relationship or anything like that. Like, I feel like it's something that you poured your energy into for a long time, and something that just ended for you recently. I don't think it's a relationship of type of energy. I feel like it's more of, you know, a show ending, or a musical artist not touring anymore, or, you know, you stopped like caring about what other people think. I just think that there's an end to something. And I feel like this new year is a perfect opportunity for you to manifest something like that. So let's get right into your tarot cards. So we have the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sturl. It's basically the Rider-Waite tarot deck, but it has modern visuals in the card deck. So first we're gonna do, what lessons are we being taught in January of 2026? What spirit, what lessons is pile 1 going, pile 2, my apologies. So you may have been looking at pile 1 as well. So I also kind of messed up earlier with like saying heart, and their chakra was a heart chakra. So if pile number 1 was also drawing to you, but you were like, I'm just gonna go to pile 2 instead, maybe there are some messages in there that might resonate with you. What does pile 2 need to learn, or is going to learn, in 2026 in January? So we have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm gonna move this real quick. Sorry, I cut it because I needed to change the layout. So the thing you're gonna be learning is the 2 of Pentacles. So I think it's something juggling something with like a material thing, whether it's money or whether it's, you know, moving or something like that. So the next thing is, what does pile 2, what does their spirit team want to tell them? What do they want to tell pile? Okay, so you have to put this right here because I'm not allowed to show you what this is. The Moon card. And then what else you need to know? What's the tea about January of 2026? We have Justice. Okay, so this is another confirmation for me that if you are drawn to pile 1, this is like double confirmation that maybe this reading might be for you. Or some messages in pile 1 need to kind of come out. So the bottom of the deck, we have 2 of Wands in reversed. Perfect. The overall energy for this reading is that there is going to be something or someone coming into your life or coming into January, and they're going to be very significant in your life. They're going to be someone who is going to help you on a future project, and this person is going to be a complete surprise to you. They're going to be someone who you may look up to, and maybe somebody that you kind of like have been wanting to talk to for a while, or this might be somebody that would be the total opposite person that you think that you need to work on this. There is something that is causing you stress right now, which is very, very hard for you to balance. So try to not I know the card is right there, but I'm just saying, like, stay rooted into the ground, and try to focus on things that are going to bring you joy. There might be another project or another thing that you're working on that you're trying to juggle with. Like I said, this thing right here that is juggling with, and try not to get too distracted, because the moon, it talks about deception, and it talks about like not seeing the bigger picture or not seeing the full thing. What I was trying to say was, like, try not to be deceived of both projects, of like, oh, this one's going to be making me better money, or this thing is going to be more, you know, what I want. But I think the moon card coming out right here, I don't know if you could see. I want to show you the visual of card. That's the reason why I did this. So we have the 2 wolves crying out to the moon, and the moon is talking to them, but there's 2 towers in between right here, and then there's a little scorpion right here that's about to pinch this one right here. So there's a past project that you did work on, and while you were very thankful and you received it, and you were like, yes, I want to do this, yes, I want to do that, Spirit wants me to tell you, like, this is the thing that's coming in that's going to be very surprising is going to make you choose and make you balance between this past project and this new project. For example, this is not going to resonate with most. So for, like, if you are working on a song and the song, you know, that you're working on is something that you put your heart and soul into, and now you're working on a very new song, and this song needs to be completely different than the other one, but you keep focusing on how the other one did, and you want to use and you want to sample new music, and you want to sample the same kind of music. Spirit wants me to tell you to try to like open your eyes to do something more, and to kind of like ground yourself and to receive what you're going to be doing more intently, balancing whatever the two things may be, right? Listen to the truth and listen to what you think is right for you. Now, I do want to pull another card. I want to pull out a card for the Two of Pentacles. Like, what lesson needs to be said here, Spirit? What does lesson need to be heard? So we have the Death card here. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. Please don't get scared. Please, please, please don't get scared. Okay, so we have the Death card here, right? It means that there's going to be an end to the cycle, right? There's going to be a change. There's going to be something that's going to be a brand new opportunity for you, and that there's going to be a glow up that is going to be happening. Like I said, there's going to be something that's going to be coming in to your life that is, you know, that's going to be very, very surprising to you. Like, this is something that's not going to be, you're not going to predict it. You're not going to be able to predict the ending of a show. I don't know why I had to say that. Maybe that resonated with you. There's a rebirth coming through. And the reason why the moon has come out is because your spirit team wants you to know to be careful of what things are being fed. And yes, always grab everything with gratitude. Always, focus on the here and the now, and to kind of stay grounded. But I also want you to remember, like, if someone has done you wrong, justice is coming to avenge you, okay? I just hear, don't stop believing. I don't know why. I'm never singing on this channel again. That might be a lie. But yes, take everything with a grain of salt. Make sure you get whatever you receive. Make sure that is with good intent, okay? I'm going to pull out another oracle card for you today. Just to kind of end the reading, what else you need to know. What is January 2026 going to be? And we got protest, start a revolution. Perfect. Be literal, or this could be literal if you wanted to start that. But what I will say, I'm picking up on very like organization techniques. So if you're a Virgo, that might mean something to you, or like you have Virgo placements, or this person coming in can have Virgo placements, or this thing might be coming in during Virgo season. I know I said I was only going to be doing for January, but sometimes it does bleed through. So maybe in the beginning, in January, that person's going to be coming in, and then maybe during Virgo season, whatever you're working on might come out or is planned to come out. Take that with a grain of salt. Perfect. So now what I want to do is I want to pull out another oracle card, and we have number 20. We have Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth, and in the back we have I am always enough. So yes, so while you are always the type of person, this is where the root chakra comes in. So if you need to work on grounding yourself and to make sure that you know that you are enough. I just want to say you are enough. You are it. You are the it person. You are the it girl. You're the it boy. You're the it. You're not literal Pennywise, but you could be just like someone that's a household name. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave you with that. Thank you so much for listening all the way through. If you have, I am super appreciative of you and you being here, and hopefully I'll see you in another reading. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Hi there, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading for what's coming for January 2026. I'm going to go ahead and pull your oracle cards. Okay, because I got to redo that. Hi there, Pile 3. If you chose the third pile, then this is your reading. As always, please take what resonates and leave what does not. If this reading does not call out to you or does not feel like it's connected to you, I do have 2 other piles that you can choose. If not, then this reading isn't for you. If you felt called to another reading, please feel free to go check out the other ones. There might be a message for you. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out your oracle cards today. So the first one we're going to do is your chakra cards. So we have the sacral chakra, so creativity and self-love. Then we have deer, gentleness and grace. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then we have homeward, take yourself on a date. That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. I love that. And then for this reading, we're going to be using the Urban Tarot by Robin Scott. So first I want to talk about your oracle cards and what they kind of mean to this story. So I love this so much because there's just this energy that you have that I'm channeling right now that is just so endearing. No pun intended. I didn't mean to do that. And I feel like you're the type of person to kind of be good by yourself and then as well as good with others. I think you thrive well more on your own. I feel like if you were with other people, then you'd also be fine as well. Like, I think you're just the type of person that is well loved, but sometimes you don't see that. So I'm going to go ahead and go straight into your oracle. So first we're going to do, what do you need to know for the beginning of your 2026? A lot of aerodynamic in here. I have to move this. Okay. What lesson does pile 3 need to learn in January of 2026? So we have pleasure, the 6 of cups. Okay. Maybe this is where that self-love is coming from. It doesn't have to be with others, it could be with yourself. Take that as it resonates. Then we're gonna do, what does your spirit team, whoever you confide in, what does your spirit team need to tell you? Sorry. Then we have works, so we have the 5 of Pentacles. And then we're going to do, what is the tea? What else do we need to know? Okay, so this one stood out. So this is the Prince of Wands, the Journalist in reversed. And then we're going to do the back of the deck. Beautiful. We have the Ace of Wands. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This time, I think there's something that you're full of creativity right now. I feel like you are going through this time in your life with, there's something new coming in. I feel like this energy is coming in for you now. So the Ace of Wands, the general vibe of the reading is going to be about, you know, what kind of opportunities this January. I feel like opportunities will be coming to you, mainly in creativity. I feel like majority of this is to kind of like the development period of your journey for this creativity project or passion project. I also feel like there's going to be a lot more freedom with what is going to become this work. I feel like before you can do any of that, you need to like work on your sacral chakra. Where, oh my god, that's so crazy. It's creativity. I totally forgot I told you that. But there's gonna be there's gonna be a beam, like a beam of creativity. And like I feel like in order for all of these creative juices to flow out of you is to kind of like meditate, go out to the woods, if weather permitting. If you have like a safe spot or safe space that you can just go and just take yourself out on a date, go find somewhere that's comfy and, you know, very, you know, very calm and collective. I feel like the way that you approach this passion, the way that you approach it, will determine how it's going to come out. So with the deer coming out with a gentleness and grace, I feel like try going into this year or this month going into with grace. And I feel like there is going to be some very great outcomes with this. Whatever you're working on this month, whatever that you've been putting your mind to, if there's something that you've been wanting to do for so long, now is the time to start thinking about it. Now is the time to start meditating about it. Now is the time to start just jotting the ideas down, start working on it, and before you get to like the hard part, which is going to be doing the actual passion project. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is something, the things that you're going to be learning is to find what you love. And okay, how do I word this? Okay. So what you are going to be learning is to kind of be happy about something happening in your life. I think because of the end of the 2026, I feel like you may be sad about certain things going through, but instead try to go through the lens of like things are happening for a reason and find joy in it. I feel like with this with this feeling of, I want to say like emptiness that you're feeling, that you might feel, with that feeling, I know for a fact that if you change your perspective on, if you change your perspective about the results of what happened last year, then it will ultimately help you with your creativity project or with your own personal health, okay? I think that you are going to use your past knowledge and you're going to channel that into whatever you're going to be doing. And I just feel like what you need to learn is as soon as you start to realize that you are your own person and you can write your own story and you can, you know, not have like a journalist mindset about things, because you know how a journalist, they're wanting the trope. Sorry about that, my phone was being weird. So what I was trying to say was like a journalist only goes for the facts, goes for things that, you know, mostly they want to know the truth. But I think what you're working on doesn't have to deal with the truth. It could be like a fiction. If you're working on a fiction novel, this could be that. But I also feel like what Spirit wants me to let you know with this Five of Pentacles card is to be aware of spending too much money, or I want to say like, you know, what's the word? Spirit, help me with the word. Overspending on money, and to kind of like slow down with your finances, because I think at this point January is gonna be a very like slow money move thing. So like if you're expecting a lot of money, like try not to use the money, or if you're expecting like some kind of like financial gain towards this, or like if you are trying to get something monetary out of whatever you're doing, I feel like this is not going to be the time for that, because I feel like things are slowing down financially. I think this is a very good time to start working on your sacral chakra and to kind of meditate on it and try to like get your senses back to what this thing is going to do. So like instead of doing this project for money, do it for the you know, the storytelling, or do this for because you want to do it, not because this is going to give you financial gain. I also feel as if like going into a project or learning how to love yourself, or learning that this creativity beam that you're going to be getting, because I feel like this is something that has to do with, you know, being motivated and, you know, being, you know, doing things all the time. So the moment that you become stagnant, I feel like that's gonna be like, oh wait, is this even worth it? It is going to be worth it in the long run. Okay, what I also do want to say is like with this Prince of Wands in reverse, which is also the Knight of Wands, is that this might be coming to you very fast. I'm not going to say it will, but I just know that it might come to you fast. And it might come really easy. And not everybody's going to have the same experience as you, because they're not going to be in that same position that you are. I feel like sometimes you can be dependent on people trying to deliver their side of the project, but they're not giving it to you in time. But I feel like once you realize that it's going to be really hard for some people to keep their promises, and it's going to be really hard for people to kind of like stay on top of it like you are, because you are in the go, 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 go mode. And I feel like they're not seeing the true reason of why you're doing this, right? So, please be connected to yourself. I feel like fire energy is very significant because we have the beam over here, and then we have the 5 of Pentacles. I just feel like try not to be overbearing when it comes to this, because if the people that you're working with, or whoever you're working with, or whatever you're working with, might slow you down, don't let that intimidate you. Okay. What I also do want to do as well is I want to pull out another one of these cards of the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. I just kind of want to finish this out here. So we have number 40, which is Morning the World Awaits You. So like you are the main character. I feel like you're a main character, and the fact that these are both a part of the same kind of story, or like the next chapter of the story, I feel like whatever you're gonna put out, people are gonna enjoy. People are gonna wanna be a part of whatever you're doing. So just keep on going, work on your self-love. If you have to, you know, kind of do it in ways that I cannot explain here. If you know, you know. I just want to say, like, you got this. And at the end of the day, if you are happy with the project, if you are excited about the project, and you go with this energy of like, okay, I'm not going to be angry, I'm not going to be out loud. Wow. I'm not going to just speak because I want to speak. I don't want to be overbearing. Like, be the deer in the situation. Be gentle. Handle the situation with grace. If you have to be the bigger person and just kind of be more mature about the situation, then go ahead. If this is someone that needs to be cut off in your life, I'm not going to say that you have to cut them off, but just give them a little bit of grace. Give them a little bit of, you know, the same energy you would be wanting to give. So treat others how you want to be treated is what I'm hearing. So, you know, I just have a very good feeling about this, about your January. I don't know. So I do want to leave you with that. But I also, okay, one last thing before, because I just heard something. I just want to be so totally honest with you. If you know that whatever this Prince of Wands, whatever this whatever this Prince of Wands in reverse is to you, it could be a person, it could be a situation, be honest with yourself. If this person is going to help you in the long run, don't cut them off. But if this is somebody that you know that's like has done this before, or this thing has done this before, maybe try a different route. Okay. And that is what I'll leave you with, that right there. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope January 2026 is all that you ever wanted, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.